These days are running slow. Sunsets and shores far from home. Headlights are shining on the sea. No place on earth I'd rather be. And I could try to just follow the swell, but I'll never find this anywhere else.
Oh, it's the only thing with the log burner stoves is emptying the ash pan every day, isn't it? I'm going to chuck this out before it goes everywhere. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, man! That always happens. It's because I've rushed.
I'm making a mess. Where's it gone, Beef? Actually sun for once today.
So one of our viewers had given us a good tip on how to clean the glass on the stove. So with a damp kitchen towel, dip it in the ash, and then that takes off the grime from the inside of the door. Obviously when the glass is cool, you can see a bit of steam coming off because it is slightly warm but not hot. Just look at all that black coming off on the kitchen towel. Blech. Might need some more. That's just a slapdash job, but you can see already, look how clear that is compared to what it was. That was a good little tip, that, wasn't it?
Was?
Cheers for that, whoever that was. Sorry I can't remember your name. Keep them coming, we do like these tips. Right, that's looking better, isn't it?
Got post.
Oh, it's my magazine.
What magazine?
My Country Living magazine.
There better not be doilies appearing in this house. Such a nana. Benji.
I have turned into a bit of a nana since we moved here. It's nice though, just sitting here, having breakfast, looking at the garden, watching the birds have their breakfast as well. What about you? Are you turning into a nana? Are you also turning into a nana? You just want toast, don't you?
You after the toast? You cheeky.
Benji, you've had your breakfast. No, it's good for inspiration for the cottage. Sometimes I get cool ideas for cottage core vibes.
Sure, my mum used to get that magazine.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh no. Your mum used to get a magazine, and now I'm getting it.
Yeah.
God. Says it all, doesn't it?
Wait for the perm to appear next week.
I'm such an old woman, aren't I? You can't help it. You like what you like.
Benji likes toast.
You like flowers and plants.
I can actually might get outside in the garden, do something. Then it's forecast to be horrendous weather again tomorrow. So.
Oh, is it? Oh, God. Are we going to have a return of the indoor water feature?
60-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow.
Oh my God.
And torrential rain.
Batten down the hatches, Benji.
It's alright, Benji will be in the pub. Be ensconced behind the bar. Won't you?
I think the three of us should just go and hide in the pub from the storm.
You want to go to the pub?
Does that sound like a good idea, Benji? Right, let's see. What ideas can I get this month for the cottage? Oh, there's Land Rovers near Adam.
Liar.
There is? Well, Land Rover's a country thing. So it would make sense that there's Land Rovers in a country living magazine. We're not sponsored by Country Living magazine, by the way.
I think I'll start getting a Land Rover magazine.
Well, there's no doilies yet, so that's a bonus. You'd probably enjoy reading this anyway, Adam. There's lots of garden stuff. The garden's more your domain. The plants and the flowers and everything. And we're off again, aren't we? With our little vintage finds. What have you found this time, Adam?
So I found a vintage Belfast sink with original ceramic legs, which are quite rare to be found.
And what are you planning on doing with that?
So it's either going to be turned into an outdoor sink, which I think will be very handy,
Yeah.
or it might turn into a planter.
Very good. An outdoor sink sounds good because, well, that'll be handy for washing gardening tools and pottering about and cleaning any kind of...
Oh, hang on, we have sheep on the road.
Oh, there's sheep on the road.
There we go.
Yeah, that'll be handy, having an outdoor sink, won't it? All depends on the plumbing, how easy it would be to plumb that in outside. And while we're down that way, it would be rude not to take Benjamin out for a run along the beach, wouldn't it? Because we didn't get out far yesterday because of the storm.
No, Benji and I got out for about 10 minutes, just for a little wander to get blown away. Discovered a huge tree had come down not far from the cottage, but luckily it caused no damage to any buildings.
And today it's an absolute beautiful day, isn't it? this is it. This is the sink that we've just picked up. So it's to sit on these two legs here, but unfortunately there's this pipe here which is too big, so we need to chop a little bit off so that it can sit nicely on these legs. So Adam's got his angle grinder and we're just going to trim a little bit off that drain pipe. That was easy.
It's lead. Sort something up. Ready? Yep. Watch that pipe. Just tilt it down a bit. Put your hands under here, and then hand here. 1, 2, 3. Right, rest it on there to start with. And there.
Have you got it?
Yes. And here, because then it won't get trapped.
Yeah.
Huh?
My legs moved.
Well, so is this one. Well, let's do yours first then.
Right.
Well, it's up, which is good.
It's not staying here though.
No.
Yeah.
It will have its final home once we've decided exactly where it's going to go.
So chip off the bits of cement that are around here, give it a good clean up. What are you using it for? Are you using it as an actual outdoor sink, or are you want to use it as a big planter full of flowers?
I don't know yet. I think we'll
That
use
would
it.
look amazing actually, wouldn't it?
No, I think an outdoor sink would be useful. It's got the original plug and everything, and it all works.
That's quite cool.
Or it might be a planter, who
Yeah.
knows?
It'll look good once it's been cleaned up. We've decided
What the hell we're going to do with it.
where it's going to go, because as you said, it probably won't stay here. Right, good stuff. Come on then.
Soft dogs.
What you're up to, Adam?
I'm making
You're making
stuff.
You're making stuff. What you making?
I'm making a
orange retro phone lamp.
Ah. Let's have a look.
So it's in bits at the moment.
Very good. Is this, obviously this is the one I was spray painting the other day?
Yeah.
I'm assuming, yeah.
I think this one is off to a lady in Inverness, I think.
So what we do is we buy these old, is it GPO?
Yeah.
Old General Post Office retro telephones.
And give them a new life, because no one uses them anymore.
Yeah, give them a new purpose, a new lease of life. Because most people don't have a landline that can accommodate the old rotary dial telephones anymore. It's all digital, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So rather than just chuck them away,
reuse, repurpose, and recycle them into something cool and useful again.
So this one's going to be a cool, quirky desk lamp or table lamp. So you can see Adam's just doing all of the wiring there and putting the light fittings in. So we leave all the innards in. There we go. So you've still got the bell sound. We leave the rotary dial on, which
attaches at the front,
which will still work.
People like to play with that. I think that's quite a cool feature.
So there's all the parts for the dial, and there's the inner workings of the dial. So yeah, these are quite popular, aren't they? People do like these.
I've got a lime green one to make after this one.
Wow, busy man.
And then I've got a camera lamp over there. That one is going off to America.
So you're going to wire that and put a light fitting on the top, a vintage light fitting with a vintage Edison light bulb?
Yeah, because it's going to America, it's got to have like American plugs and everything, and all the American fittings, American wiring. It's all different voltages from the UK.
Yeah, of course.
So I've got to get all the... It's all different to what I normally use.
Yeah.
So that's going to be quite cool to do.
Very good. So the rotary dial will go in there. That's the dial surround that'll go on. And as I said, the dial will still rotate and make the noise. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. So these are normally, when we get them, they are that colour, just this kind of creamy colour.
Cream, brown, green.
And what we do is we give them a sand down just to take the glossy lacquer off, to create a key to paint them, for the paint to stick to. Then we prime them with an undercoat. Then we add 2 coats of the top coat in whichever colour the customer chooses. And the same with the handset and the mouth and earpiece over there. And obviously this customer's gone for the vibrant orange Capri, I think this one's called, isn't it? The orange one, Capri.
Yeah, that's the colour we use.
Very good.
And then I've got more over there. Someone's after a old candlestick telephone.
Oh wow, look at this. That's so vintage, isn't it?
That's quite funky.
Yeah.
And I found another one as well. And came in this cool old box.
I wonder if you plugged it into a landline, it would still work.
Some probably do. And then I've got another one in here.
Oh wow. That's stunning. Look at the box that comes in.
That's all brass, so that will polish up and look amazing.
Yeah.
But I've got someone else who's interested in one of them, but I'm not quite sure which one they're going to have.
Brilliant.
So I said, well, I might have found 2, so you can take your pick, and then the other one can go and find another home.
Very good. Good stuff.
It's just not enough hours in the day to do everything.
No, I know, there never is there? Right.
You better carry on with your painting.
Yeah, I shall leave you to it, and I shall continue with my painting. Bye for now.
Bye bye.
Can you see a Labrador peering through the door window? What is it? Are you wanting to be in? But you've only just gone out. Come on then. It's not lunchtime, if that's what you were thinking. It's too early. It's too early for lunch. Goodbye. So you may remember that we previously spoke about building some kind of an outdoor building somewhere in the garden, just for the extra space in which we can work, especially when we're doing DIY projects that are too messy to be doing indoors, or for, you know, additional office space that we can have outdoors, or you know, a summer room in which we can relax during the warmer weather. So one of the options was to use this space because it's a little bit of a waste of space, this patio. Yes, we've got little bits of patio furniture here and there, but to be honest, in the summer it will hardly ever get used as a patio, just because we've got such a nice garden on the other side of the cottage, which is close to, you know, the kitchen if you want to grab a drink or anything. On this side of the cottage, the only access we have is through the bedroom door just here. So this will hardly ever get used in the summer. So one of our ideas was to build some kind of a garden room or an outdoor office or something here, and make better use of the space. So I'd actually seen some really, really nice garden rooms that look absolutely stunning. And then we seen the price of them and realised they were a little bit outside of our budget. So Adam had suggested one of these. So you can imagine my expression when he pointed this out, but then I seen what other people had done with these. So these old shipping containers that have been modified and clad in wood, which actually would blend in seamlessly in this area. So it's certainly food for thought anyway, and a fraction of the cost of those elegant garden rooms that I'd seen. So I'm away to go and look at some old shipping containers. Come on. This evening we're going to cook. I'm going to make for dinner giant mozzarella stuffed meatball with spinachy mash. So I have all of my ingredients here. I've got my spinach, carrots, pork and beef mince, mozzarella, onion, potatoes, garlic cloves, cherry tomatoes, tomato paste, beef stock powder and dried oregano. So first of all, let's just put the oven on to preheat. Alright, so let's get started. First I'm just going to peel and grate the garlic cloves. Drain and pat dry the mozzarella. So add the beef and pork mince to a bowl with approximately half of the garlic and mix it all up. And divide into two roughly equal sized meat balls. So flatten the meatballs. Into a patty shape. I've made a right mess of this one. Why is that all stuck? Maybe I should put flour down or something first. Okay, so large frying pan over a medium to high heat. With a drizzle of vegetable oil. Just wait for that to heat up a sec. Okay, Benji. Does smell nice. So once hot, add the meatballs and cook for about 4 to 5 minutes until browned all over. Boil the kettle. Then peel the onions. I swear I end up wasting half the onion when I try and peel them. And dice finely. Don't judge me on my dicing skills. Or my cooking skills for that matter. Some people are going really quick like that. I'm definitely not one of those people. Is that diced enough? I think so. Half the cherry tomatoes. And top and tail, and peel the carrots. Now, I meant to dice these finely, but I can't be bothered. So I'm just going to chuck them in the blender. Life's too short for standing there dicing when you can just blitz them. See? Who needs to stand there dicing them? Once the meatballs are browned, transfer them to an oven-proof dish. Reserving the pan, add it back to the heat, and then add in the diced onion, along with the remaining chopped garlic, for around 3 to 4 minutes to soften. Once softened, add the chopped tomatoes, grated carrots, dried oregano, and half a teaspoon of flour. Along with a pinch of salt. And let this cook for about 6 to 8 minutes until it begins to soften. .300 millilitres of water, and add the beef stock powder with tomato paste, tomato and beef stock. Once the vegetables have softened, add the beef tomato stock and cook for a further 4 minutes. Once slightly thickened, pour the sauce all over the meatballs. And then pop in the oven for 20 minutes. And unfortunately, my microphone decided to stop working at this point. So for the remainder, I'll just need to speak over the video. So I've popped the giant meatballs in the oven for 20 minutes until cooked through with no pink meat. Then reboil the kettle. Chop the potatoes into bite-sized pieces. Cover with boiling water and add a pinch of salt. And boil for around 10 minutes or until fork tender. Empty the spinach into a sieve and pour boiling water over it until it begins to wilt. Rinse with cold water to cool it down and then squeeze out as much of the water as possible. Roughly chop the wilted spinach. While the potatoes are boiling and the meatballs are cooking, use this time to clear up or have a cup of tea. When the potatoes are done, drain them and put them back in the pan. Return to a low heat and add a knob of butter and a splash of milk. Mash the potatoes until creamy and smooth. Add the wilted spinach to the mashed potatoes and mix it up. This is the 𝗕𝗂𝗁𝗂 mash. Once the mozzarella meatballs are done, remove from the oven. Serve the 𝗕𝗂𝗁𝗂 mash and top with a giant mozzarella meatball. Then top with the tomato-y sauce and tuck in. Okay, so the presentation could be better with my version of this dish, but trust me, it tastes better than it actually looks. I'll be honest, I'm not a very good cook, and for me cooking is more of a necessity, a chore, rather than a favourite pastime. But I even got a compliment from Adam on this one, and he can be quite a picky eater. Sorry Benji, you're out of luck this time, mate. Well, given that my microphone conked out, I think this is the perfect time to wrap it up for this week. So thanks again for watching folks, and remember to give us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, if you haven't already. We hope you have a fantastic week, and we'll see you in the next video.